Hey everyone, Crappie Junction out here on the water. We have quite a bit going on today, but one of the things I am first going to do is switch up almost everything about my bobber rod. There's honestly just a lot of things not working for me. So I guess let's start with what is working for me so we know where to go from there. First of all, we have, I guess, as far as a rod itself, we do have this JTX 610 Mag Medium Light. This is a little bit more of a stiffer pull. This is great for bobber fishing, especially if you're around heavy brush, if you're catching some big fish, you hook into the occasional pike, all that kind of stuff. You know, it works great for panfish, but it can hold up to those larger fish as well. I do also have this Piscifun Viper X reel on here, and I do like this, so we're gonna keep that. The line is all staying and everything like that. And ultimately, I think I even like my leader down to my plastic and jig here. So this bobber we will change, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But the place that we are starting is with this handle wrap. So you know, in order to be effective with the rod and the reel that you have, you do need this to be put together correctly. So this old wrap that we had, I think, is like medical wrap, and it worked great for quite a long time. But as you can see now, it is worn out, it has caught plenty of fish, and it is the end of its life. So what we are going to look at is actually something a little bit different that is going to last even a little bit longer than that did. And I have to admit that I started taking this apart before the video because I was excited. So the JT Sure Grip reel tape, and here I am looking at it, and then you can't see that, that's funny. And like I said, I did start opening it because I was excited. And here is actually that reel tape. I've never actually done this, so we're gonna go through this together, and if it's easy, you'll see that, and if it's not, then you'll see that as well. But I believe the first key to this is that each package comes up or comes with enough for 2 different reel wraps. So there is 2 different secure grips in here that I'll save to the side, and I'm going to cut this in half. We're going to take off my old tape, and we're going to start applying the new. Check in with you, and we'll show you how it's going. As you can see, both ends of the tape are tapered, and that's going to be where you start the wrap each time. And so to cut that, we're just going to meet these up in the middle, and again, cut at that middle point. Now we're going to be coming to our rod here, and set some of my tackle to the side because this reel is going to be coming off actually. There we are. So we do have our handle, and one of the things that you can see is that this is a nice sure grip on this handle of this JT rod. But you can see one of the things that happened is that even, I'll admit, the tape taking that off ripped that a little bit, and that's one of the things that just does happen sometimes with wear and tear and everything, and you know, switching and using equipment. One of the great things about this though is because we are going to be putting on actually the Sure Grip tape, all of this nice grip that's built into this handle is going to be matched up in this tape that we put on, and now I just get to choose my fun color. So what we're going to do is actually take our reel, and it is best, I guess, if you do take your line and everything off, but I'm on the boat. I'm doing this as I'm using it, and so we're showing you that. One of the things that you're looking for as you're placing this is where that balance point is, and I just happen to know from using this a lot that I like it a little bit higher up like this. This is how it's going to work for me. And the next thing to look at is exactly how your eyelets are lined up, because as you're doing your handle, it's really easy to get caught up in the placement back and forth and all of that. But again, it's the functionality of the whole rod. Once we get this how we like this, we're going to start putting on that reel tape, and you'll be able to see that. Start with that tapered side. And I think what I'm going to do is kind of like a little bit of a test fit because I've never done this before. So let's see how I like how this is going to fit. think it'll be fine. Let's go with it. All right, so I watched a different video in preparation for this, and it said that you can kind of stretch the material a little bit as you put it on, and I have to admit it's not inherently as stretchy as I thought it would be, but that's great because that added to, honestly, the durability. I wrapped around, I don't know, 2 or 3 times on this top part and a bunch more times on that bottom part. I felt like I had plenty of material. Actually, I love the grip. It does match the grip of the rest of the rod, and I have some pieces to finish it off, so let's show you that as well. Josh is over here catching fish.
Smalley.
Alrighty, actually that is excellent. I feel like all of this is really secure. Looks pretty decent. It's definitely finished up, and I'm pretty happy with that. That was honestly my first time going through that. I did not practice it or anything like that, so I would say this is something that I would definitely do again, and I will get to, because it comes with 2 uses in the one box. So I have another reel that will get to look just like this. I'm going to clean up a little bit of this garbage so it doesn't fly away in the wind, and then we are going to look at changing out the bobber.